Hi, I'm here with Mitch Schneider, founder and CEO of Kauzu. Mitch has worked in corporations, nonprofit, and small business sectors and has founded Kauzu, a social venture, as an intersection of these three sectors. Mitch, if you can please tell me about Kauzu.
Sure. Well, good morning and thank you. Kauzu is a high-growth tech social venture, and we're really about changing how entry-level job seekers and employers connect. We focus on a hyper-local level that allows our tools and the jobs to be accessible to just about anybody.
Great, and how do you get users on your site?
We use both traditional means and digital means. So on a traditional means, we really value relationships. So we work, since we're about a hyper-local perspective, we work with the pillars of the communities, the leaders of those communities, and that brings a strong relationship to us, and it brings a lot of recognition and a lot of traffic to our site. In addition, we use traditional advertising. We've done a lot of different pitch contests, things like that, get into newspapers, media, and then we like to have a lot of fun, so we have a lot of different trinkets. You know, I'm wearing one right here. It's a little dog tag with a bottle opener. So we know that a lot of the people in our marketplace are ones that like to have fun. So
nice.
Then I'd say that, you know, our products are very accessible. So the one main thing is that if we create tools that anybody can find easily, they don't have to download the program. It's a mobile web. It works on basic phones, works on tablets, computers, smartphones. That also helps us attract a lot of customers.
Great. And now, how did you come up with the idea for this?
For us, we wanted to find an idea that balanced high growth tech, because that allows for scalability and a high profit. But at the same time, we wanted to find out, can we also do something that helps change how society is functioning? Can we do something that makes people's lives better on so many different ways? And when we thought about that, we thought about what makes community strong. People knowing each other, people respecting each other, and working on living and working and playing on a local level. Well, when we thought about that, and then we thought about, well, what gives people sort of confidence and independence and the ability to grow? We thought, well, part of that is the ability to be sustainable, to have a job. And so we not only look at providing jobs on a hyper-local level and connecting all the different constituents, but we also look at providing additional resources that help them find computers or Wi-Fi or places where they can actually get free job training to continue to make them better people.
Great. And what are some tactics that you've used to really gain traction and gain those users and keep them on your site?
We have a lot of fun. So we go to different events, and we bring popcorn machines. We're almost like a little carnival. We know that job search isn't the most fun thing that you can engage in, but during the few seconds that we try to communicate to you, it takes less than 20 seconds to sign up for our site, and you can be 100% up and using it. We've had people find jobs right away. We've had people get interviews on the spot by just calling a company right from our website. And we give out a lot of toys. So we like to have fun. Our staff is one that has a lot of energy, has a lot of fun, and people can stop by just to hang out with us. So again, relationships, great staff, great people, believing in our product, believing in our service, I think is the way we do it.
And what does your revenue model look like then? Do people pay to post jobs on the site, or?
Correct. So we have a number of different revenue models, but the one that's straightforward is one that says, hey, you have to try to find applicants for your business. You need to post jobs. A lot of the things out there are not for entry-level job seekers or for entry-level job staff. So we provide an easy, very reliable way to find staff. And so you pay to post a job, but with that posting fee, you get a lot of other tools. The ability to filter, the ability to send automatic letters to thank people or to let them know thank you but no thank you, analytics, a lot of different stuff.
Great. I want to touch on that a little bit more in
Sure.
terms of how you're different than your competitors. So you have some big competitors out there, Monster, and so you support entry-level positions, whereas bigger companies like this may not. What are some other ways you're different from competitors?
Well, one sort of what you touched on, the marketplace is different. the HR field is huge and online recruitment is very large, but we're not focusing in the professional market. We're focusing on the entry-level job seeker and retail restaurants. And if you think about it, on a daily level, how many people do I interact with on a professional level as a consumer, like dentists, doctors, versus on a retail restaurant level, dry cleaner, car wash, grocery store, restaurants, a lot more. So it's a really large field. And it's a field that's continuing to grow. The number of jobs that you have in a lifetime is actually multiplying significantly to a point where in about 2 more years, it'll be 10 to 20 jobs that you'll have in a lifetime. So it's a continually growing market and one that repeats very often. In addition to that, we're focusing on sort of a mobile platform. A lot of those other ones are enterprise levels, and you really can't do much on Monster on a mobile phone. It's almost all online. Same thing with some of the other large competitors. For us, we have ones that work on a basic phone. So if you don't have a smartphone, we have ones that work on a smartphone, tablet, computer, extremely accessible, very easy to use. We're trying to build right-sized tools, so on some of those other sites it takes several hours to use. For ours, again, it can take minutes to find a job. In addition to that, we're looking at a hyper-local focus. We're saying use this technology to find jobs right around the corner. If you look at most job sites, it helps you find it by region. Chicago is very big. You're probably going to need a car if you need to go to different parts of the city. For us, we're saying don't waste time commuting, don't spend money commuting. Actually have a better relationship with your staff and with the community by living and working local. And then there's just a lot more tools that we provide that help job seekers and providers match quicker and better, including the quality of the job data.
Great. And Mitch, what is one thing that you can really attribute to your success?
I think the team. If I had to pick more than one, I'd say it's not just an idea for us. There's a lot of great ideas, but it's an idea that we think makes a lot of sense. For us, we want to be a high-growth social venture, and what that means to us is the ability to not have to choose between making a lot of money and helping people. We think we can do that together and without sort of a revenue discount. But with that idea and that passion, it's fueled by our team members and the relationships of the partners that we have. Every day we're talking to people in our community who are strong leaders, and it's awesome how much they support us. And if we didn't have that, it'd be pretty hard to come to work every day. But team is a lot of fun, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, new ideas, and it's always growing. And then same thing with the partners.
And tell me some ways that you've really built a strong team or some tactics you've used.
We believe in a lot of hazing, just because it builds a stronger team, but ones that certainly doesn't leave any negative impressions after too long. But no, we look for special kinds of people. We look for people who have certain skill sets, but certain expertise, like any particular company or manager would look for. But more than that, we look for people who actually want to try to bring about a certain amount of change. They're people who have given time to nonprofits or have tried to do entrepreneurial ventures before. They just want to innovate. They just want to learn. They just want to contribute. And most of all, they want to have fun. It's we put in a lot of hours. Most people know startups have a pretty high failure rate. And for us, we want to just know that no matter how much we put in, we're going to be proud of what we've done and have a lot of fun. So for us, we have clear communication, clear expectation setting, a strong infrastructure. We do a lot of activities together. And again, fun is not only a part of who we are on a daily level, it's literally built into our vision statement.
Great. And Mitch, I know you're busy, so I have one last question for you.
Sure.
Tell me your predictions for your company in the next year.
Well, I probably won't be buying that Ferrari next year, so I can say that no matter how much success I think we're going to be able to gain. I'd say that for us, we already have funding commitments from some very strong people and groups, and so we just are working to meet certain milestones that we think we'll accomplish in the next 3-4 months. So that's very exciting. That allows, with that funding opportunity, it allows us to grow staff, to expand regionally, to offer better service products, and again, have more parties and more fun. For us, I think that we'll be we'll be a very strong presence in the local economy, and I think we'll have a strong brand there. I think we'll have a decent reputation and brand on a regional level, and from there, the most important thing is we hope that we find a lot of people jobs. At the end of the day, it's about getting the job seeker employed so they can better themselves and help the economy, and to help businesses make sure that they find staff that are happier to be there and will be more dedicated to help that company grow. And that's what we're trying to do.
Great. And what are some specific ways that you plan on improving your products?
We're probably going to, not necessarily in order, but we want to fix the UX a little bit. With tech, there's always challenges that whenever you upgrade something, there's sometimes a little bugs, so we're going to do that kind of stuff. All the standard stuff that most people would think about, but we're continuing to make sure that we're providing the most accurate, the most relevant data necessary for both job seekers and employers. That can mean for job seekers, better industry information, better salary information, even greater information on a hyper-local level that's more relevant to them, that's maybe one off or two off from just job search. We're not just about looking at just jobs, we're looking about a little bit more of a holistic kind of approach. And same thing for providers. I mean, are there ways that we can provide them even greater tools to make the process so much easier, so much more efficient? People use the word intuitive a lot. I'm not necessarily going to use that word, but things that just, I would say, more common sense. If you need to be able to communicate to a staff or a recruit easier, are the tools that we can use in this economy that allow us to do it more effectively. And again, at the end of the day, we want to be better, more cost efficient, and I think better means the better candidates, better matches, but then also longer term.
Great. Mitch, thank you so much for interviewing with me. I look forward to seeing how your product evolves.
Thank you. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you this morning, and I'm excited to have a profile and relationship with you guys as well.
Wonderful. If you're interested in learning more and connecting with Mitch Schneider, go to fundology.com.